Hey everyone, my name is Tony Frezza. Like many of you out there, I have more than a few titles to my name. I am a husband to Shannon, a father to two amazing kids, Dylan and Ariel, gym owner and coach at Fit Town Jupiter, and also a book author as of this year. But being in the health and fitness industry for almost 12 years now, I'm well versed in the field of magic pills and miracles. And it seems like everybody wants a magic pill to solve their problems. I've been in this field for as long as I have, and I'm probably more guilty than anyone to still look for that magic pill. In my health, I want the six-pack while still drinking all my six-packs. In my wealth, I want financial freedom without having to budget every single paycheck. And in my faith, I want that aha God moment, that moment where I could hear God's voice and have a prayer answered instantly and absolutely. I want that saved moment that I could tell all my friends. But I've never gotten that single, indisputable God moment in my life. I don't have one to tell you about today. So for 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you about my book. That's a joke. Available on Amazon. But I do have to mention the book just to get to the other points. It is called The Spectrum Mindset. And the title was inspired because at 3 years old, when my son was kicked out of preschool, we learned that he was on the autism spectrum. And so at that time, there was nothing more that I wanted than a magic pill. I wanted a prayer to God, a miracle to heal him instantly. My mind went crazy with what-if scenarios. What if he never gets back into regular school? What if he does and gets beat up and bullied? What if he never falls in love, gets married, have kids? Yeah, it goes pretty far. There were times on several occasions that I cried heavy tears, wondering if my son could ever share love that most fathers and sons get to have. Now, my son is almost 11, and, and he has to be one of the most caring, loving, and affectionate kids that I have ever known in my life. But even as that transformation happened over the course of years, I almost missed it. I almost missed the miracle God was working in our lives. You know, when you're in your daily routines, owning a business, raising kids, it's easy to miss those things. And it's hard to look up and look back and see how far you've actually come. I had to have friends tell me how miraculous Dylan's transformation actually was. People would see him in the gym after not seeing him for a year or two and not believe he was the same kid. They would say, this boy who never made eye contact, never talked to anyone, now bounced into the room with joy, looking to learn names and remember birthdays. And he's never forgotten a birthday. And this boy who was kicked out of preschool was accepted back into a normal kindergarten class just 2 years later. You guys are going to make me go overtime, by the way, but thank you for the applause. I appreciate it. And this boy, who at every birthday party would break down and have tantrums every time happy birthday was sung. He played on stage singing and playing ukulele to a concert to hundreds of people just before he turned 8. So here I was, looking for God to erase my doubts in a single swipe, and there he was, trying to help me recognize all my blessings, my miracles. And we tend to do this to ourselves a lot. We think we should be further along in life, have something our friends have, even if it is a special save moment with God. But when you actually take the time and reflect on your life and see how far that you moved across life's spectrums, it's impossible to not see God's presence. And so often we pray for where we want God to take us, but fail to thank him for where we've been. I now thank God for even the hardest times in parenting and business ownership. They all grew me and moved me across my life spectrums. I told you I didn't have a special save moment to share with you today. All I have is 40 years of evidence that God has never left my side. You know, it was just a few thousand years ago that Jesus walked this earth with us, and he performed a lot of miracles. And he performed miracles in front of people's faces, and they missed their miracles. But Jesus told us, I will always be with you. He closed the book of Matthew 28:20, saying this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. So that you don't forget this message tonight, I'm going to end it with a song. I'm not going to sing to you guys, although that would be pretty memorable. I want to read these lyrics from You Are More Than Able by Elevation Worship. It says, "When did I start to forget all of the great things you did? When did I throw away faith for the impossible? How did I start to believe you weren't sufficient for me? Why do I talk myself out of seeing miracles?" It is my hope and prayer for you tonight that through the busyness of life, all your ups and downs, that you never lose sight of the blessings that God has placed in your life. May you never miss any of your miracles. I'm Tony Frezza, and that's my 5.